In this video, I want to walk you through how to get started in Project Verdant. This is Verdant World on base chain. So firstly, what you're going to need to do is have funds on base chain. You can do this by heading to superbridge.app/base. This is an official base bridge. Enter in the amount of ETH you'd like to bridge over to base, and then click confirm, and then confirm the transactions. Once you've done that, you will then have ETH on base. The next step is to copy the VDNT contract address. I will leave this in the description of this video, so you can just copy and paste that from the description. Next, either in your wallet, you can swap directly the Ethereum and paste in the contract address, and you can make the swap here for VDNT. Or alternatively, you can go to Uniswap and paste in the contract address here and swap it just like you would any other swap. Once you've done that and you have a VDNT balance, you can use the link in the description of this video. That is a referral link to Verdant World, and that should also give you a bonus if you use it. Also, if you do use it, comment on this video because I do want to open up a group chat with everybody who joins so that we can have a nice team going. So once you've done that, you want to head on over to the market and you want to approve these two tokens, VDNT, the token you just bought, and Bloom. Bloom is the in-game currency that you're going to be using to purchase a miner or any other items in the store. So enter in the amount of verdite you'd like to swap into Bloom. Once you've done that, you will then have a Bloom balance. And now you can acquire whichever miner that you'd like to. I recommend going with the Mythic one if you can afford it, because this will earn you 10x more than the advanced miner in daily rewards, and you will ROI much faster. You'll make your money back in about 30 days with the Mythic miner, whereas this one will take you about 75 days. That's at current prices. It may fluctuate slightly, but this one is 100% the go-to. I wish I'd started with this one. This works out at today's prices that you will earn about $80 per day. You will return your investment in about 35 days. And then after that, every single month, you will profit $2,400. Compared to this one, it will take you about 75 days to earn back your $600. And after that, you will only earn $240 per month. So if you can afford it, 100% go for this one. So that is my alpha to you. I initially thought, probably like a lot of you guys, I don't want to invest too much at the start, so I'll just go with the middle one. But that really wasn't the best thing to do. That really wasn't cost effective at all. And I 100% should have just bought this one straight up. So that is the alpha. That is the secret sauce of the miners. Obviously, if your budget is nowhere near there, then you're going to have to make do with an advanced miner or even a basic one. But if you can, 100% go for this one. Now that you've purchased your miner, you can go to the menu bar and click on inventory, and you can see your miners here in these slots. Now, the things to pay attention to is this green bar. Once this green bar reaches its limit, you will no longer be earning, so you have to click the claim button. You can think of this as a jar. Once the jar fills up, you can no longer put coins into the jar, so you have to empty the jar, and then it will fill up again. For an advanced miner, this is every 9.5 hours. For the elite miner, it's every 8 hours. And for the basic one, it's every 12 hours. Now, this is your maintenance. It starts off on 7 days and it gradually goes down. Once this reaches 0 and you haven't clicked this cog, this maintain button, you will lose a life on your miner. Lose another life and that miner is dead. And you can no longer earn any money from that miner, and you have lost your initial investment and your passive income. So make sure you're active claiming your rewards and maintaining. Now, once you've claimed your rewards, this is in VDT. This is Verdite token. So this is Verdant to get you into the project, and this is VDT. Now, once you've bought BLM, Bloom, to purchase your miners and any other items, you cannot swap that back for VDNT. Okay? So your investment goes into passive income, right? You cannot sell these miners. You've essentially taken your money and put it into a savings account that's going to earn you passive income every day. But you cannot take the money out of the savings account. You can just take your daily rewards. But you will return your investment that you put into that savings account, depending on the miner that you buy. If it's the Mythic Elite miner, you'll get all of that money that you put into Verdant back after about 1 month. And then everything is free money, basically. Everything is just profit from there. Which is why I recommend going with this. because it's going to get you that money back the fastest in half the time that it'll take this one. And then you're going to be earning $80 per day. That's at current prices. That can increase. So 100% recommend that one. I can't stress that enough. Now, once you've claimed, what do? Well, you can go over to the market and you can approve these two buttons here if you haven't already. And you can refine your VDT back to VDNT. So let's say we want to do $10 million worth. We can refine that and get back 1,800 VDNT. Once we have that, we can then purchase more bloom to purchase more miners and items from the store that we may want. So if we was to buy a bomb, buying a bomb allows us to destroy shields on a target miner. So we can attack a wallet address and we can decrease the health of somebody's miner. So if you see somebody with too many miners making too much money, you can decide to bomb them and take away a shield. And then if they have no shields and you bomb them, you're going to take away a life, which means their miner is on thin ice and can easily break. And then you've just cancelled out a passive income stream for them. And they've now lost their initial investment. So in order for them to get that back, they have to go into the store and they have to purchase a restore or a revive. Now, a revive will just get you back one life, but a restore will fully restore your miner. And that's why they're very, very costly. You can see 67 million bloom to restore a advanced miner, which is about a third of the cost. So you'd be paying around $200 to bring back your $600 investment. So that is the price that you pay for not being active and defending your miners with shields, or just simply not being active enough and losing your lives. So that's the great thing about this. It's got this cool PvP element where the small fish can attack the big guys, and it keeps you active because you have to claim every few hours and you have to maintain your miner. So there's a little bit of work that you've got to put in, which I think is very cool. Makes it fun. And the two other currencies, claiming your rewards and then going into the market, refining that back into VDT, which is back into the home currency, the first token that you bought, Verdant World token. You can either keep a portion of that as profit, or you can compound and you can invest that back into bloom, purchase more miners, which makes you more passive income. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I plan to fill up this grid with as many miners as possible. Next, I'll be purchasing an elite miner because I should have done that from the start. I made my mistake. I recognize my mistake, and I don't want you guys to make the same thing. But if you can't afford that, simply just go for these. So that is essentially the game. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you did, leave a like rating, comment if you've got any questions. Also comment if you use a referral link, because I do want to add you guys to a group chat. I really love this project. I hope you guys get involved, and I will see you in the next video.